Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at the quantum trick-taking game Cat in the Box, available on boardgamearena, whereby you can find this in the boardgamearena playlist. This is a game for 2 to 5 players. I'm going to set this up as a 3-player game, but you can play with more players and you can change things around, put into the inserts in here as well. So this is a trick-taking game. Check out my other trick-taking videos on the channel as well. What you're looking to do is score the most points over a number of rounds equaling the number of players. So someone starting off who's basically last kind of seen a cat is going to take the first player marker like this, and everyone is going to take one of these cards as well. You can have cards in your hand and they can represent any colour you like. So here we are, we've sorted it out as a 3-player game. If you've cards value 7 through to 9, you're putting them back in a box. There are amount of cards basically up to 5, so there's 5, 7s, etc. And again, everything else can be put away. So everyone's going to take one of these. So just playing with the 3, you're going to have 3 of these. Now I'm just going to show you from one person's perspective for most of this game. So I'm just going to have one in front of me here. Any questions, as always, do let me know via the comment section on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And as always, make sure you head through to check out the description for errata, etc. Choose a colour of your choice. I happened to play purple last time. It's a very good insert. It's a bit tricky sometimes to get the bits out, but it's nice to see what's in here, and it's nice to see that they are neatly put in here. So what we can do is take one of these and place them in these respective zones. Various other trick-taking games you can check out, as mentioned on the channel as well, in the Family Weight playlist, the AmassGames playlist, and the How to Set Up Play and Review playlist, amongst many others. You're deciding how many tricks you can win, so in a 2 or 3 player game you can never predict exactly 2. But before you do that, you are going to take a hand of cards. So these are all those cards. It's going to be 30 and deal yourself 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone, of course, is also going to be getting theirs cards too. I recommend you sort your cards. Of course, you don't have to, but just for the demonstration, I think it'll make sense. So trick-taking games, basically it means that you're playing mini-games. It even defines that in this particular rulebook, whereby what you're looking to do is trying to win a hand of cards, potentially. And if you're winning those cards, so everyone plays a card. If you play the highest value, you will win those sets of cards. That is equal to a trick. You can also have trump cards. Trump cards means basically a stronger power. So in this game, red is always trump. It's always higher than everything else. So you can never lead with a red. You can never lead with a trump card. You must play a different value. So in this time, what you're going to do is discard one of these cards. So for some reason, I might discard a 1. And now in turn order, we are then going to, this goes face down, by the way, out of the game, so no one sees what we discard. And then we're playing all of these cards apart from 1. So before I do that, I need to think how many tricks I can win. So I've got a few 6s. So remember, there's 5 6s in the game. So I might win, I don't know, let's say 2 or 3. Let's say I try and win 3 tricks. You place this on the 3 marker, and the rest of them you're going to be placing out in a second. So if I happen to be starting, then again, you can never lead with red. But I can look through these cards and play, I don't know, I'm going to play a 6. I'll play a 6 blue. I'll explain why I do that in a second. But for now, I'm just going to place this marker out on here. Somebody else has got like a 4. That means they must follow if they can. So they're playing a 4 here. I'll show you why they may not be able to, etc. in a second, because it could get paradoxes. And then just for sake of argument, let's play with yellow, and they happen to play a 2, and it's going to go here. So I've now won that card, plus of course the cards that they played. That goes into a trick, so you take those cards and put it off next to you. So you're going to keep on going. So in this case, I'm going to show you how it's going to work. Imagine I play another 6. In this case, I play it as a green, which means everybody must play green, but I'll tell you why I'll play yellow in a second. So I'll play yellow in this case. So I place down this here. Everyone else follows. Again, they're going to be chucking in, I don't know, someone's got a 5, and somebody else has got, I don't know, let's say a 4. Let's play a 4. I'll show you why they might want to play a 4 in a second. Okay, so you're going to keep on going until you've played every single card apart from there's going to be 1 left. And then if that's going to occur, we're then going to go to scoring. I'll explain that in a second. However, that could be a paradox. A paradox is, let's say as an example, someone led off with this, and then somebody also had only 6s, let's say. Then either they can play down a card and say, look, sorry, I've caused a paradox, because there's nowhere for it to go. If there's nowhere for it to go, what's going to happen is you immediately in the round, nobody will score that particular card that was played for that particular trick. However, whoever caused that paradox, however many tricks they've won, is going to lose points equal amount of those tricks and will not score any points that round. So if I'd scored 1 trick and I caused a paradox, well, I'll be losing, or they get a score of -1 for that particular round. So if at the end of the round, again caused by a paradox or literally playing all the cards apart from 1, then you're looking to see if you manage to get your prediction correct. You'll see how many tricks you've won. So if you've won 3 tricks, you'll get yourself 3 points. If you won 4 tricks, you win 4 points, etc. You'll win points equal to the amount of tricks that you have won. However, if you correctly predicted, you get a bonus. The bonus amount of points you'll gain is equal to the largest area that you have on the board that you have connected. So I've got 2, I'll get myself 2 points if I got 3 correct tricks. This is why yellow may have gone here, because they may have deprived, potentially red, apart from going here, of getting maybe 3 points in bonus. Of course, they could get some more. So there's a bit of area control, a bit of maybe screwing over people as well. Now there's something else to be aware of as well, which is if for some reason you wanted to play like a yellow 3 because someone has played, I don't know, you've played something and you've got yellows or whatever it might be, the fact is you can choose to remove a card. Or imagine I wanted to go here with a 5 and imagine 5's already been taken, so somebody did this, someone did this, you want to go here. What you can do is say, well, I'm taking this off. If you've got a 5 in your hand, of course, you've got to show you've got a 5. You're going to play it down, but I'm taking off the blue zone, which in this case, if I happen to be purple, is really good because of course it's lining up if I happen to be winning 3 tricks, and of course it's going to go in the blue zone. However, for the rest of this round, I can no longer play any more blue cards. That's the downside of if you want to try and get out of it and do something like this. Of course, I could have played a red instead. Guarantees me to win the trick, which is great to make sure I win the amount of tricks I want to. However, if I hadn't done this one at this point, if I don't get that bonus, fair enough. But of course, I didn't maybe cause a paradox, and I may have still managed to get my trick level as well. So that's something to be aware of. That is the base game. There's more stuff in this game too. Like I said, you can take these inserts out as well and you can flip them over, but they do recommend the white side when you first play this. And aside from that, there's also more things you can play with these observation tokens as well. So as I mentioned, you can play this with more players. As I said, these do come out and you can flip these around, and there's various other options in here too. But I generally like to leave the game set up when I teach it on this basic mode. Lovely insert. This is by Hobby Japan and also by Cat in the Box. I guess, CEO and also COO. This is by Ted and Tony. This is by Bezier Games. More games by Bezier on the channel, such as Whistle Mountain, Scram, and a few other stuff as well. Any questions, as always, do let me know via the comments best on YouTube. Also head up through and check out various other videos I will be having on the channel very soon. This is currently going in the unlisted mode, so you might not see many views for it, but of course it will be out in due course. Lovely artwork. I love the fun stuff that they have going on in the rulebook as well. It's nice and concise. It pretty much sums everything up very nicely. And again, I look forward to playing some more games of this. The score pad works too. Again, it's just one-sided, but it does work quite effectively in terms of scoring. However, you're playing, for example, 5 players. In terms of doing that, of course, that could be 5 rounds that you're jotting up your score. And in this space, you're putting in the total tricks that you've won, plus, of course, that bonus into one value. That's how it's going to work. And quite fun information here, like laboratory findings, etc. But again, that's been Cat in the Box. Again, quite fun artwork going on here too. And we happen to double header this game, of course, using cats with the game Spots, which involves dogs. So that is Cat in the Box, the deluxe edition. Thanks very much for watching. This is a Japanese designer. So this is by Minuyuki Yokouchi. And the illustrator is also Osumo Une. Well, thanks very much for watching again. Speak to you soon. Back to the table. Enjoy the game.